Now, for the better part of Sunday morning, the Embakasi East MP Babu Owino engaged in a direct confrontation with the Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja on Twitter. Babu Owino started sharing this, and I quote, "Stop lying, Sakaja. You gave MCAs 1,200 bursary forms at 5,000 each, which amount to 6 million shillings, not 23 million, which you are claiming. Every ward is supposed to get 23 million shillings per year for bursaries. Where is the 17 million shillings per ward? For the 85 wards, it is equal to 1.4 billion shillings. Sakaja came to reply, and he said this, and I quote, "If you remove the white stuff you are stuffing up your nose, you'll realize there is a difference between bursaries and ward-based development funds. Bursaries are 7 million per ward, 85 wards, 2.5 million term 1, 2.5 term 2 and 2 million term 3, up from 4.5 million. Every ward is getting ward-based development funds of 23 million for development, not bursaries, up from 17 million. Babu Owino replied this, and I quote, "Sakaja Johnson, you said in your previous post that you gave bursaries worth 23 million shillings in every ward. You are nothing in the intellectual parlance, hence should stop misusing numbers. We are not in the team building activities. You have stolen a lot from Nairobi County and addicted to alcohol and bang. For the white stuff, I stopped its consumption, but you were advised to stop being a girlfriend. We have more than enough ladies in Kenya. Catfish, the day you went for liposuction, you also melted your brain cells." And of course, Sakaja replied this, and I quote, "You are clearly still high. You stopped when? A few minutes ago? Stop completely, bro. Cocaine will ruin you. Which post did I mention 23 million per ward for bursaries? Show us and prove any allegations of theft. I believe in the integrity. I have receipts of what you've done. Be careful. Also, girlfriend, the last girlish thing I remember is you squealing to be rescued from a cell which you were jailed pre-handshake. I came through despite the political risk and removed you from the cell at Parkland's police station. I'll still do the same, even in the current case that I assure you is still evolving. I got you. For real, bro. And this is my last response. You have all the rights to vie for governor, but it needs some maturity. You don't have to stop this law. Again, visit any of our facilities, including Tasia Kwandege, where I have reclaimed land stolen under your watch as MP. Visit them and you will get support against cocaine addiction. We've also built the first rehab at Sinai, Viwandani. It will be well." End of quote. Babu Owino replied this, and I quote, "Sakaja, what about for Teams University? Explain. The land in Tasia belongs to Mr. Abdullahi. He bought it from NSSF and has a title deed for it. You have an interest in the land which you want to grab from him for refusing to bribe you. You came to Parkland's police station to gain political mileage, because either way, I was taken to court and acquitted. As for the theft of public resources, why were you raided by the DCI? You went to meet Ruto in Kwale County with 50 million, which he refused to take. Still raided the day after. You flew to London to avoid being arrested and to beg Baba to rescue you. Your CESs and chief officers have recorded statement at the DCI headquarters. The file is already with the EACC waiting your prosecution. You have eaten more than the owner can notice. You paid 2 billion to companies for jobs not done. You collected 5 shillings from the parents in Nairobi in the name of school feeding program, yet the program is budgeted for by the national government. You demanded bribes from developers daily." Sakaja came back with laughing emoji saying, "Having a fake title of public land isn't proof of ownership. Kiddo, you are supposed to protect the people. What happened to you? The county has reclaimed it and it belongs to the people of Nairobi, the people of Embakasi East. How can you defend land grabbing? I've refused to even meet your land grabbing colleague. That land was a surrender by NSSF. Is it a coincidence he was chair? It is because of cheap people like you that we are in such problems. Everyone who grabs land procures some form of title. The apartments you and your friend have built in the hospital land have also been taken up by the county. We consider that a donation, and they will be nurses and staff quarters. Same to the playground across it. Reclaimed. Go grab land where you grew up, not in Nairobi. And your appointment at the Sinai rehab stands. The referral is at the Tasia hospital. You and your friends are trying to grab. They'll be waiting for you Monday 8 a.m. Quit the white stuff. Babu Owino came back. He said this, and I quote, Johnson Sakaja, Team Rainbow, please talk about the DCI raid and the money you stole from the public. Cool kid, stop avoiding it. For your information, I used to drink alcohol, smoke bang, and did cocaine. I stopped all these on the 18th January 2020. Now, let's talk about your addiction to alcohol, tobacco, and bang. You drink till you urinate in your pants. You need to be in rehab, not in Nairobi County. Sakaja made his last shot that read this, and I quote, I think someone in your house will vehemently refute the rainbow claims you are making. It is infra-dig for me to continue engaging you online. I will elsewhere. Blessed day. Babu Owino with laughing emojis after tagging Johnson Sakaja and DCI shared this, and I quote, the bigger the buttocks, the smaller the brains, and the more the strokes. Then he tagged Johnson Sakaja, end of quote. This is Cuba News.